All right, so yesterday I submitted 2 applications for refinance, right? Plus the 2 applications I submitted on Monday. Today is Wednesday, and I still haven't received any signatures, documents, or anything. So I guess I'm making this video not necessarily to complain, that's not the point, but I want you to put yourself in the side of the loan officer that is doing your loan, okay? What do I mean with that? Is that a lot of times people submit paperwork, they submit an application, and one of the first questions that they ask is, how long will this process take? How long is it gonna take to close on my mortgage? What's the process? Like, what am I gonna be expecting to happen? And of course, everybody wants to close their mortgage as soon as possible, especially if you're taking cash out, right? If you're taking like $100,000 of your home, it's because you need the $100,000. It's because, you want to do repairs, change the water heater that is falling apart, put a new central air unit, whatever it is. And some of you, I get it. It's like an emergency, right? Like, oh my gosh, it's winter. We need a new furnace, or we're going to die. I get it, especially if you're in places like this, like Ohio, right? But what you need to understand is the loan will only move as fast as you want it to move. What I mean with that is, if you take a week to send your pay stubs, if you take an extra week to finish the kitchen flooring, that way the home can pass the appraisal. I had people that it took like a whole month just to do a kitchen flooring. That's why I bring that as an example. And right when they're done, the first thing they say, okay, whoa, it's done. So when are we closing? It's like, well, slow down, Turbo. I was waiting for you for several weeks to move forward with the loan. You can't just, wait for 3 weeks to get me the documents that we need and then expect to close at the end of the month. It just doesn't work that way, right? So after that said, let me give you some timelines. A normal loan, there is no bankruptcies, there is no delinquencies of at least just a normal credit report where you don't find any major problems. You might be looking, honestly, within 3 weeks. That would be kind of like pushing it, and these are realistic times, okay? I understand that on YouTube or in the videos that you probably watch online, you're gonna find people that say, we close in 10 days, we close in 5 days, we close in whatever, 15 days. Dude, that's just not real. Like, I guarantee you that those companies, they are not, they are not doing what they say. And one of the reasons why it's not real is because your file has to go through several people, several departments, several companies. And some of those companies, there's nothing really you can do to speed up the process. Like, if you're working with a third-party title company, of course, lenders like myself, like Nations Lending, they have like partners that they work with. And one of the requirements they're going to ask is urgency, right? Like, look, we're going to give you so many files. We need you to hurry. We need you to speed up the process, So you're going to have this connection. So that can really help out. But it has to go through underwriting. It's going to have to go through meeting conditions. It's going to have to go through the process. They're going to get the file back because there's something missing. Then the title company is going to whine about something that they need before they can close. And then you're going to wait for clear to close. Then you gotta wait for the IRS to move their butt to give you the tax rate, what the client owes in taxes. You know what I'm saying? So I guess to my point is, the sooner you get the documents, the better. Technically, dude, if you don't have nothing major, you should be able to get the documents within 24 hours. Just download pay stubs online. You're like, well, my company hasn't put them online. Then go personally to the company and ask for those pay stubs. Your driver license, just take a picture with your phone. You don't really have to scan it or do anything crazy. Sorry, I'm going too slow, and the guy behind me is not liking that. You don't really have to go. You really don't have to do anything crazy, dude. Like these days, 2020, February, you can get everything online. And if you don't know how, that's fine. You tell your loan officer, look, what is the fastest way for me to get my bankruptcy paperwork, my bankruptcy discharge papers, which, by the way, they are online. Like we get them for our clients. They don't even have to they don't even have to give us that information. This is stuff that we can move and we can do, like Social Security award certificate. Some people throw the letter away, which, well, kind of sucks, but you can call Social Security and they can get it for you. The pension letter. You can call your human resources. They can fax it to you, email it to you, whatever, You want to have that sense of urgency, because the sooner you get those documents to your loan officer, the sooner the loan will move along, the sooner you will get to the clear to close, the famous clear to close that everybody loves and hates at the same time. You can get to that point, and then you can close on the loan. Because at the end, the speed of the process depends on your sense of urgency of getting those documents and the sense of urgency of your loan officer to be on top of things. A lot of times I get people that say, well, it's been in this condition for like 2 months. And I ask them, so you've given all the documents that the loan officer needs, right? They say yes. At that moment, I point the loan officer, dude, you chose the wrong company to do business with. It shouldn't take that long. And if it's taking that long, you should know exactly the reason why it's taking that long. You should know exactly what's going on with your loan. They should be able to tell you. They should be able to explain it to you. Anyway, I hope that this really helps. If you have any question, please put it in the comment section. Tweet me, Instagram me, Facebook. You can find me in any social media. And I will see you tomorrow.